Oh shit, what's going on, nerds? This is the GoPro Arena podcast, and I am back from a very, very long hiatus. I know, not a whole lot of you. Some of you is asking where I was, and the truth is that school had me pretty tied down, work had me pretty tied down, and just to be honest, I was debating on whether or not I really wanted to do this. And truth is, I really do want to do this. I love podcasting. You know, when I wasn't podcasting, I was thinking about podcasting. Love gaming. So, it's kind of a natural thing, I guess. So I'm back, ready to get back into things. I'm going to change up the podcast a little bit from what originally it was going to be. And originally, you know, it was just going to be me bitching and complaining, really just bitching and complaining about League of Legends. But now it's going to be about just esports. You know, StarCraft 2, League of Legends, like the popular esports, Counter-Strike. You know, whatever other game is going to be popularized in esports. Maybe Dota. Not really a big fan of it, but I might cover some of it. But the biggest thing is instead of just me by myself, I'm going to have some shows where I have guests on. The guests are going to be, you know, other gamers. Other gamers that's striving to be in esports. They're not necessarily going to be, and that's me popping my fingers, my bad, but it's not necessarily going to be pros or anything of that nature. You know, in the future there could be pros, but it's going to just be people, real people that's striving in esports, that's trying to make it work. I know that I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, it's going to be just regular people trying to make it in esports. Oh, and the format is going to be open format. When I have guests on, it's not necessarily going to be just about video games. I like keeping the discussion open. That way it could lead anywhere. Literally anywhere. I just think it makes for better discussion. I think it makes for a better podcast. So that's where I kind of want to take it. Give me a minute. I got to extend my program here so it doesn't stop. It's weird. But it's one of the best out there, I guess you could say. Anyway, I've been gone for a while. Like I said, I'm changing the format a little bit. I'm still going to have podcasts of just me on here. But when I get guests, I'm going to bring them on. Hopefully, you know, I got a lot of plans for what I want to do with GoPro Arena. Hopefully in the future I can have a studio of my own, actually bring people in, talk one-on-one. But for now, I think some of the guests, if they're not local, it's going to be through Skype. I know that sucks, kind of. And I don't really blame you guys for saying that sucks. But hopefully, because it's going to be a client-to-client call, it'll still sound pretty decent. It'll hopefully still come through pretty decent. So that's my hopes. I don't know. It's been a crazy week. You know, for some reason today I feel like everybody's been pissing me off. You know, I go into the grocery store. You know, I'm trying to do the right thing. You know, I'm trying to eat healthy. Because for one, I think it's important in gaming. I think having a healthy body, a strong mind, a healthy mind, I think that's super important for gaming. You know, if you have a healthy mind, it's going to allow you to, you know, think clearer, make clearer moves like in StarCraft 2. You got to have high APM. You got to be constantly thinking, multiple moves ahead. So, I'm trying to live healthier. So I go to the store because obviously I need a few things. And, my biggest pet peeve is if I say excuse me, acknowledge me. That's all I want. That's all I want you to do. Just acknowledge me. That's all I care about. But no, every time you get these assholes, and they're mostly old people, I'm not going to lie, 70 years old, and you say, excuse me, sir, as you're going through, and they just kind of stare at you and frown at you like their fucking lives are terrible. And, I don't blame them. Maybe at 75 years old, they're ready to die. I don't know. They're just like, oh, Jesus, please just let me slip on the floor, hit my head, end it all. But I don't care. I'm young. I try to be vibrant when I'm out. I try my best to be respectful to older people. That's why I want you to acknowledge me. I want you to acknowledge that I'm being respectful. And who knows, maybe they're jaded because most old people are just assholes, or most young people are just assholes and they know it. That could be. I never really thought about that. But anyway, I was in the grocery store and I just, said excuse me. He just stares at me and frowns, and I was just like so pissed off. And then everybody driving, it seems like they were trying to go for a wreck. Like they had this fantastic insurance policy and their 92 Le Mans. They're just dying for a brand new car. They're driving like complete idiots. So that just really pissed me off. But, I can get past all that, Forget about it. It's whatever. I'm trying to get past it. I don't know if I will. Hold on a second. Come in.
What are you doing?
Right in the middle of a podcast that you're interrupting. Hey, everybody. It's Cantian. It's actually another gamer. Look at them sweet kicks.
I just bought these new shoes. Guess how much they were?
How much?
Guess.
$80.
That's what the original price was.
How much you get them for?
$40.
$40.
But
Nice.
I still got more if you want some.
Where at?
That one place in the mall where a lot of black people go to buy basketball shoes.
Champs?
Might be.
Might be.
No, because I don't know.
You didn't look at the store before you went in?
Zoomies over there.
Near Zoomies?
Yeah, it's like the...
Foot Locker?
No, because they had like basketball.
I'm pretty sure it's Foot Locker that you're thinking of.
No, because they had like a lot of basketball shirts and stuff.
Really?
Because I don't think Foot Locker sells any clothes, do they?
I don't know. I haven't been in
Might
the
have
mall
been Champs,
so long.
But yeah, $40 then.
Nice.
That's some with gray and orange.
50% off. Look at Canty and everybody just, rocking the Nikes. Saving, getting deals.
New pants.
Nice. What'd you go? Spend some money today?
Well, I needed pants without holes, and I needed shoes because Raiden has chewing up 3 pairs of my shoes now.
Right.
Yep.
For those of you who don't know, Raiden is our pit bull that pretty much tears up everything. Mostly Canty and stuff, but
thank you. I'm gonna go fuck myself now.
Oh, alright, Canty and everybody. He is a StarCraft 2 player. He's also my brother. He's one of the guys that I'm gonna have on this podcast. He is climbing the ladders right now. He's in the Diamond Division, but he is striving to be an esports player. He's a Terran player. He's really good. If you guys get a chance, go to www.twitch.tv/Cantian777. He streams a lot. He streams a lot during the day, like in the morning times and evening times. I guess it's sporadic, whatever. But you should go check him out. I think you'd really enjoy him. Plays some cool music while he's streaming. Anyway, what the hell was I talking about? I think I was just bitching about my day. No big deal. whatever, just bitching to you guys. I'm sure guys don't want to get onto this podcast and just hear me bitching. I swear we're going to get to the video games. I got a few things to talk about today. Since it's my first podcast back, I don't know how long it'll be. I'll try to run it as long as I can. You know, we're only at the 10-minute mark, and I feel like I've been talking for 30 minutes. But, you know, like I was saying, you gotta eat properly. You know, you gotta get into shape if you want to game hard. You know, I know a bunch of you fat fucks out there like to just game out and not exercise. And I can say that because I'm one of them. You know, I fucking love to eat. I love the game. I used to love to exercise. I used to hit the gym 3 hours every other day. You know, had a pretty nice body. But, you know, now I'd rather, you know, eat some Cocoa Puffs and play some StarCraft 2, you know. Just out there wilding out, as they say. But, you know, it's important to eat right. So, tonight I had some Mexican chicken. And I'm a little distracted because my girlfriend walked in the room. But anyway, I had some Mexican chicken tonight. It was pretty good. It's pretty healthy, you know. I'm doing fit to fat to fit. And if you guys haven't ever seen it, you guys should really check it out. I'm not sponsored by him or anything crazy like that, but I endorse things that I believe in. And I believe in this. Everything, you know, besides the supplements that he says that you can take if you want to. Everything on there is free, you know, as far as the information goes. 1 second while I take this digestive aid. Actually, I think I already took one. Yeah. Anyway. Everything's on there free. It's free. They got a grocery list, meal plans, you know, workout plans, everything. So you guys should go check it out. It's fit2fat2fit.com, and that's the number 2. But anyway, let's get back to some other stuff that I wanted to talk about. I was checking out Reddit today. You know, I don't read it a lot, but I do like to scan it in the StarCraft section. And I came across one that's pretty cool. And it's a guy that is willing to sponsor the cost for one NA entry to the World Championship Series. You guys should go check it out. It's at Reddit. It's under the StarCraft? Just StarCraft. Yeah, it's under Reddit StarCraft. But it says, I wish I were more wealthy so I could sponsor more than one player, but as it stands, I'll pay the cost of any player given conditions below to play in the upcoming MLG run NA WCS 256 player open qualifier. It takes a lot of us little people to not kill esports. And I completely agree with that, by the way. You know, it's going to take all of us to keep esports alive. Right now, as you guys know, it's all struggling. So, here's his conditions. You have to not be on an official team. An official team equals a Liquipedia page and or a team website. You must be an NA Grandmaster ladder currently. This is for StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm, mind you. You must be on the NA Grandmaster ladder currently. And you have to be mature and not say sexist, racist, homophobic, and generally dumb comments. Here, on TL, in-game, or elsewhere. So those are the conditions. If you're interested, he says you can PM him on Reddit or on Twitter, and he's under the name Erby TV. That's ERBY TV. You guys can read the rest of it. Just a couple more paragraphs. Go check it out for yourselves. I think it's a good idea, and to be honest, I think that more people need to be like him. More people need to offer. You know, I'm not saying that somebody has to go out there and, sponsor a whole team. But things like this, when I see people that do this, give me hope for esports. It makes me, proud and happy that there's good people out there that want to do good things. When there's people that care about the sport enough that they don't want to see it die. And I think we need more people like that out there. If you guys know my other episodes, I hate trolls. And just in the esports community in general, there's tons and tons and tons of trolls. And, those are the people that's going to kill esports. So we need more guys like this. I think it's important. And, if I had the money, I would sponsor people to try to go to the qualifiers. If I had the money, I would help people out with gaming rigs, But I have a lot of plans in the future. I have plans to try to help bring esports back. But I need your guys' help too. I need you guys' support. I need you guys' support in this podcast. Listen to this podcast. Give the links out to your friends. Let them know what I'm about. Hopefully by now you know what I'm about. So I think it was really cool. I wanted to bring it up to you guys. Let you guys go read the Reddit. And if you're interested, contact the guy. Go to a qualifier. You never know. No one says you had to be the best, but you never know what you can do until you try. And if you go to a qualifier, see how far you get. Let that be a benchmark for what you need to work on. If the qualifier was close to me, I'd go. Even though I'm nowhere near the competitive level that, other people are. Also, I probably have to be a grandmaster, and, I'm not a grandmaster. I'm not really sure how the qualifiers work, but I don't know if it's open. Well, it says open qualifier, so maybe so. But, who am I playing? I'm only a gold league. I've been working myself up, through the ladders, getting better every day. But there's so many more of you guys out there that are great players. And, I think there's a lot of you guys out there that deserve it. So, go check it out, see what you want to do. I want to bring up another article here, and it says, is there an alien message in our DNA? And I know you guys are thinking, what the fuck? This is a video game podcast. Well, it is, but it's mostly video games. But, still when I do it by myself, I want to keep it open. I want this to go anywhere. I think when I listen to other podcasts that are, quote-unquote video game podcasts, it just gets so boring and drony when it's just, just about video games. I don't want to hear, about World of Warcraft, for an hour and a half or whatever. So in this podcast, just when it's by myself, I'm going to keep it open. But anyway, enough of that. You guys understand it by now. I don't need to keep telling you. But I heard this yesterday on the Darkness Radio. And it's a radio station out of Michigan. Or I hope Michigan. But anyway, I listen to the podcast. So, I'm a day behind them. But they post their podcast version of the radio show every night. And they talked about this article that they found where, is there an alien message in our designer DNA genetic code? And I just wanted to read a little bit of it, and there's some names in here that I'm not going to be able to pronounce very good. I'm going to try, just for entertainment, just because I can, but don't expect anything great. So anyway, on to the article. I'm just going to read it. This is from educatinghumanity.com, And again, I heard about this story courtesy of Darkness Radio. You guys go check out Darkness Radio. You can find their podcasts on the internet. So go check them out. But anyway, on to this. It says the answer to whether alien life exists may be hidden inside our own body. According to a new theory, human genetic code is embedded with a designer label that may be an indelible stamp of a master extraterrestrial civilization that preceded us by many millions or billions of years. Researchers Vladimir the First Sherbak of Al-Farabi, Kazakh, National University of Kazakhstan, and Maximum A. Makakov of the Fesenkov Astrophysical Institute hypothesized that intelligent signal embedded in our genetic code would be a mathematical and semantic message that cannot be accounted for by Darwinian evolution. Calling it biological SETI, Sherbak and Makukov argue that the Sheem has much greater longevity and chance of detecting alien life than a transient extraterrestrial radio transmission. The, quote, Discovery News reported. Once fixed, the code might stay unchanged over cosmological timescales. In fact, it is the most durable construct known. Therefore, it represents an exceptionally reliable storage for an intelligent signature. Once the genome is appropriately rewritten, the new code with a signature will stay frozen in the cell and its progeny? I don't know. There's probably some of you guys that are way smarter than me being like, wow, this guy's retarded. Anyway, which might then be delivered through space and time. The researchers wrote in the journal Icarus. They said in order to pass the designer label test, any patterns in the genetic code must be highly statistically significant and possess intelligent-like features that are inconsistent with any natural known process. Researchers said their detailed analysis of the human genome displays a thorough precision-type orderliness in the mapping between DNAs, nucleotides, and amino acids. Simple arrangements of the code reveal an ensemble of arithmetical and ideographical pattern of symbolic language, said researchers. The scheme includes the use of decimal notation, logical transformations, and the use of the abstract symbol of 0. Accurate and systematic, these underlying patterns appear as a product of precision, logic, and non-trivial computing, researchers wrote. The interpretation leads to a far-fetched conclusion that the genetic code appears that it was invented outside the solar system already several billion years ago, endorsing the idea of panspermia, that Earth was seeded with interstellar life. Whether or not you believe it, I still found it interesting. It could all be bullshit. The whole thing could be bullshit. I myself believe in God. I believe that there is the one true God. But, the Earth and space, not the Earth, but the universe extends for forever. It's infinite. So, I'm not even going to pretend that I know what's out there. I believe in other life forms. I believe, that there's another Earth out there. Why not? But I found this article interesting. Wanted to share it with you guys. I'm sure you guys find it interesting too. But again, I found this on educatinghumanity.com. So you guys can go check it out if you want to. Sorry, I was just looking at a photo of 3 aliens, and they were all getting drunk off tequila. And one was wearing a sombrero, and they were all in button-up shirts and ties and slacks. It was pretty funny. But, alien life interests me. UFOs interest me. Bigfoot interests me. I have such an open mind. But, I want to bring up another important subject. And I read this, and this type of stuff irritates me. And there is logic to it, I promise you. This is also kind of old news, but I found out that Prime has a female gamer on their ranks. Yeah, that was a dramatic pause. Let that sink in for you guys. And apparently, it's the girlfriend of the coach. Now, granted, I will say, I have not seen Barbie Prime, I believe is her name. I have not seen her play. Okay, so I have no idea, what she's about. I don't know her skill level. But don't you guys think it's a little weird that she's the coach's girlfriend? So it's like, I wonder if she sat there and just, warm out. Let me on the team. Let me on the team. No, you're not good enough. Let me on the team. Let me on the team. No, you're not good. Let me on the team. Let me on the team. Fine. Fine, be on the team. Is that how it works? She just wear him down? I don't know. But here's where I'm getting to. I watch a lot of streams, and I see like this new trend of female streamers that are getting like 550 views and 90 views and 100 views. And you might not think that that's a big deal, but these are female gamers playing StarCraft 2, that are in the Bronze League, that are in the Silver League. Not that good players. And let's be real. Let's be real. The only reason they have that many viewers is because they kind of look cute. And they're a female. And, most male gamers, I don't know what it is, but as soon as they find out there's a female gamer, they freaking go bananas. They can't handle themselves. And that's when you're actually playing the game. Female gamers get hit on the most, and it's annoying. And I know, and I understand that, and I get it. But do you really deserve 500 viewers because you're a female? So I want you guys to tell me. Send me an email. GoProArenaShow@gmail.com. What do you think of female gamers? Do you think they should be in the esports? I'm not saying that they shouldn't be, but show me a female gamer that has the skill level to be in the esports arena. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to see a female gamer just have 2,500 viewers because she's a female and she's in the Bronze League. So many male gamers will gravitate to that. And that's okay. Whatever. That's fine. Who am I? Who am I to say anything different? But I really hope that they're not just bringing in female gamers to esports just for the sex appeal, just to try to keep it alive, like they did with everything else. And who knows, maybe that's what they need. Maybe this is what esports needs. So go ahead and email me. Let me know what you think. Give me your opinion about it. But I don't think it's a great idea. And I'm not sexist. You know what? I think if you're a female gamer, that's great. Be a female gamer. If you have 2,500 viewers, that's great. But I want there to be a reason for it. I want it to be because you're really good, not because you're hot. Okay? Or semi-cute. That's all I'm saying. I was going to go over some GSL stuff, but I don't really want to. The whole female gamer thing kind of pissed me off. No, I'm just playing. I'm just being a dick. That was just me being a dick. But I will tell you that I went out and I got a Razer keyboard, and I got the Death Adder keyboard, and I got the Tepe. I don't really know how to pronounce the mouse, but I got it today and I love it. You know, again, I'm not sponsored by Razer gear, but you know, I highly believe in their product. You know, I love their merchandise, so, you know, I'm going to endorse it. I believe in it. So if you guys have it, you know, my mouse is 8400 DPI. It's amazing. It's ergonomically fitting perfectly. So if you guys haven't got that stuff, you know, if you guys haven't got a new keyboard, maybe that's what's lacking in your game. If you guys haven't got that new mouse, you know, I highly, if you guys are just even thinking about buying a new mouse or keyboard, I highly suggest getting Razer products. Their keyboards you can set macros up on, same with their mice. You know, just go and get it. I think you guys will be really happy with it. I'm really happy with it. You know, eventually I want to get some headphones. You know, what have you. So I'm just rambling on now. I don't really have much else to talk about. I could sit here and bitch and moan and all that type of good stuff. But if you guys want, you can email me. I know I told you before. I'm going to say it again. You can email me at goproarenashow@gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter at GoProArena. You can follow me on Facebook at GoProArena. I don't know. Check out you can go to my website. Well, not my website, but my podcast site. It's goproarenashow.podomatic.com. That place you can find all the latest podcasts and stuff like that. But you can also go to iTunes and type in GoPro Arena Show and it'll pop up there. I'm now on iTunes. I'm happy about that. But you know, I'm also curious where you guys think that esports is going for StarCraft 2. Or just esports in general. Where do you think it's headed? Whether it be good or bad, I don't care. You know, I like to stream. You guys can find my stream at twitch.tv/GoProArena. I'll be streaming there from time to time. It's mostly in the evening, so check around, you know, like 7 to midnight Central Time. But anyway, it's going to be a short podcast this week. That 30 minutes felt like an hour. Got a lot of things to do. I got a lot of things to get ready for. But anyway, maybe I'll see you guys in a couple days. But if not, I will put another podcast out next week. So be on the lookout for that. If you guys want, you guys can donate for the show, and you can do that at goproarenashow.podomatic.com, and in the right hand side there's a donate button. All proceeds do go directly to support this podcast. You know, if you don't feel like doing it, whatever, I don't really care. It's just an option. But anyway, hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Take care and keep your game in hand strong.